Hey everyone, my name is Ernie Harlan with Ernie's Yard Service. As you see, we have this RedMax EBZ9000. December will be a year that I've had it. I had another one that I got in September of last year, 2024, and it is 2025, October now, and so in a couple more months, 2 more months, this will be a year old. Been using it a lot. Sometimes I use my Echoes, but my workout's back working for me again. He loves this one. This blower was originally bought for him to use. That's why it's the tube mounted throttle. I like the hip mounted throttle better, in my personal opinion. The other one, the hip mounted throttle one that I got back in 2024, in September, that one I no longer have. I sold it. It started having some issues. I started having issues at 30 hours, and I think we put 300 more hours on it since then, or it could have been 320 more hours on it since then. I don't know, the hour meter kept messing up that I put on it. Sometimes I get good hour meters and sometimes I get bad ones. So far this one is good, knocking on wood. So we're gonna show you 324.9 hours on this blower, and it still has 2 more months to go until it's a year old. Things I like about it and things I dislike about it. For as big of a blower it is, it's probably a tiny bit lighter than the Echo 9010s. The hoses are definitely lighter than the 9010s and a little bit shorter. Not a big deal. They don't drag on the ground then. I mean, they might, just a hair, but not like the Echoes. Nice, powerful. Like right now, it's just getting into fall. We can, like when I first got it, it was like hit or miss if it was a little more powerful than the Echoes. But once you get compared to the Echo 9010s, but once you get into those massive amounts of leaves, this thing just, maybe video proof, it doesn't show much of a difference, but side by side with the 9010 and a RedMax 9000, there's a difference, you can tell. But when we use them all year long for grass and everything. No, it's not overkill. The more power we have, the quicker we get the job done, no matter what. Especially like when we get grass that gets stuck on the sidewalks on the early mornings. But things that I have disliked, the original flex hose kinked a lot. This is one from a 9010. Yeah, it's ghetto rigged. There's a bunch of screws holding it in. And personally, I would like to get another one of the ones for the 9000s, but they don't have many parts for it yet. But once they get parts available, then I'll order another one so it doesn't look like that anymore. But so that was the first problem. The other one kinked, and at 150 hours is when it finally got the tear, kind of kinking back and forth constantly and going back to normal size. So they should improve that a little bit. The 9010 ones are a little stiff, but no big deal. Other than the problems that we had with the other one, and yes, I still went ahead and bought another RedMax after I had the problems, because I had the problems with the first one before I even bought this one. So it was kind of hard to get another one, but at the same time I was like, I want power, I want to get this done. I had 9010s for years and just needed more power. Here's another thing I want to show you guys with the 9000s. Framing is cheap. I think my other one was a little more worse. Yeah, see that? It's cheap. What happens when this frame breaks? Maybe over here might not break, but that's all wearing out. And that's mainly from like that little bit of sliding and from mostly idling. But when we first started up, let it warm up, and then grabbing it and pick it up, it might slide a little bit, but that's about it. It sits on a rack in the trailer, so it's not sliding back and forth on the floor. But other than that, this is all built really well. Just a couple things that I feel like were cheaply made on it was the frame and the flex pipe. But other than that, the quality of build on it so far seems to be pretty good, pretty sturdy. You see everything else from the visible looks, from what everyone can see day after day. It all looks good. The 9010 hose is just kinking a little bit from the rack. No big deal. Next thing was after, see, not even a year. After probably 150 to 160 hours, we switched the straps. These are Echo straps. The other ones were like this. I mean, they were comfortable at first, but they just ended up not being comfortable. And one thing with the RedMax 9000s that everyone probably notices, they put the strap right here, and it doesn't have nothing up on this part. I noticed some pictures, Husqvarna 590s do have the little piece that's up here to let the blower sit more flush on the back. When we first got these, we're digging into the lower back, unless we adjusted it super tight. But now that it is October, we getting into leaves again. I love the 9010s, but we got a little bit more power. Got a Husqvarna 590 BFS. This is the frame mounted throttle. This is gonna be mine. Just got this thing. This is what I was talking about. This one has, you guys seen on the Echo, but the Husqvarna came with it. These straps will be good for now, but once we use it after a while, they'll start hurting. But another thing is, because these straps don't wrap around like your armpit and all that, the Echo straps, they always do. They wrap around your whole arm. Husqvarna and Steel, they need to make their straps a lot longer, or they just mount it up higher like how the Echoes go. I think that would help a lot too. But yeah, man, I was fighting this hose to get it to turn. It still didn't latch in place, but it's in there. It's in there good. But you can see 324 hours, just about damn near 325, and 0 hours. Well, probably 0.1 now. Doesn't mean letting it run. We do got to get an hour meter added on. Looking at these side by side, you can see some of the differences other than color and like the framing. I think I did like the RedMax a lot better on the color, red and black. Looks pretty cool. But the Husqvarna kind of looks a little nicer like this. You see this part comes out, this one goes in, it looks a lot cleaner finish. The badge is right there instead of right there, like how this one is, and really just stands out. This gray on here is gonna scratch away eventually, because that's how that was right there. It said RedMax in black. And then you got a sticker on this one. You got the little badge. Looks pretty nice. Those are the same. The sides are the same. No, the sides are a little different. See, these ones kind of go down a little bit. Those ones are up more, or more straighter. And then back, those did change up a little bit. And then right there, those ones are a little smaller, and these ones are a little bigger. But all in all, looks pretty nice. I like it. They kept the foot plate on here. You can definitely tell that they did not make that thicker. This is the original flex pipe. You can tell it is much larger than the 9010 one. But yeah. Oh, and air cleaner. See the difference in those? Not like a whole lot, just the symbols. But I really like the handles on these versus the Echoes, because these put like a molding on it. And then you got the big old trigger versus the little one on the Echoes. I just gotta remember this one's up for full throttle and then down for idle. But luckily the switch is right here on the side, so automatically turns back to the on mark. And then even two throttles. I don't like the Echoes, I don't like the Steels, but this one is fine for the two throttles. My main thing with two throttle is just the cable. The cable gets in the way, and we don't want to be replacing cables that we can't even get a blower for, or get for the blower. But all in all, it's pretty cool. You got your waist strap, you got your chest straps. We love those. make it a lot more comfortable blowing in the winter time. The straps don't slide off, and yeah, I really liked that Husqvarna and RedMax did this. And yeah, it's getting scratched, but it's not a sticker. It's just like this. So even if it gets scratched completely off, it's still gonna say it. Like Echo has a sticker. Still, I think it's nothing like that. It's like a little spot, I think, if it even has it. But yeah, nice big handle. Same air filters as the Husqvarna 580 Mark IIIs, or the RedMax EBZ8560s, or is it the 8650s? I don't know. This is literally my first RedMax, and like my third Husqvarna. But fingers crossed it treats me well, and fingers crossed this one goes another couple hundred more hours, because we're gonna rack them up this fall. Hour meter should be here today or tomorrow. Put them on that, so this is gonna be a little bit off on hours because it's gonna get used. If the hour meter don't come today, then it's gonna get used tomorrow. Either way, but yeah. I did an unboxing video showing me turning it on, but I know a lot of you guys, if you guys watch this, are gonna be mad if I don't turn it on. I'll turn on the RedMax EBZ9000 too. So. Actually, this one needs a tune-up because I can tell. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, do whatever you guys need to do. But follow for more if you guys want more videos on this stuff. Not on TikTok. TikTok don't like me, but yeah. YouTube, Instagram. Yeah. Thanks for watching.